without me. Don't leave without me.
Welcome back to another video, and today, hold on, can you guys see? Oh yeah, you guys can see, okay. Welcome back to another video, and today, hold on. Okay, and today we're gonna be doing, scripting, so I'm gonna go into my test game. Hello, welcome to the video. So, we're gonna do server scripts. Okay. So like in the old video, we were doing like client scripts. So for server scripts, let me like go to the middle, and we are gonna place part in workspace. So let's do a server script. So server scripts basically affects the whole entire game. So whatever you do in a server script, it's gonna show for everyone, unless you add some like conditions. So there's if statements. So if you, and you can also get specific players if you do local player equals game, and then you want to do get service players, and when you do that, you want to do, so we're going to talk about loops. So there's a for loop, there's a while loop, and there's a repeat loop. So for loop, we can do for I, and I is index, so this is an index, and then v is the value. What script am I doing? I'm doing a server script, so we're just gonna do a random script for this part. And pairs. And what you can do here is you can do player, and then you can do get descendants. So descendants is going to get every player that's inside of here, and then you want to add a do end. So then once you do this, you're gonna use v, because that's a player. So v is the specific player. Okay, so this is how we do this. So you can check if the player is in a group. So you can do if v is in group, and then you can put in your group ID, or you could do this local and then put your group ID up here. And then what you would do is you would just type the name group ID, then we're going to print true. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna check if any of the players in the game is in the group, then it's gonna print in our console true or false. So if we go to groups, we find a group ID and we put it inside of the script, then basically it's gonna print if they're in the group. So it should print true or false. Okay. It looks like we have a bug, so what we have to do is we have to do get players. I get players to this and see if that will work. So then if we join in, attempt to call missing method. Okay. So then what we have to do is just try doing player. So it's going to get every single player, I believe. Okay. Let's try this. Instead of doing the service, we got to do dot players. Dot players, and then we got to do get descendants. So we got to add a player added. So B, hold on, game get service players, and then we have to do V. Hold on. So V dot player added. So if we do this, it'll probably work. Yes, I can make big scripts. So if we do this, then we can get the actual player. So let's do this. Wait, actually, let me try this. Let me try this real quick. We gotta add a while true, do, and then we're gonna add a wait. And then it should, it says table expected. So if we do get players, that's gonna make you a script where people can buy and sell clothing. AKA you can either rent a store or buy a store in my game. Then you can add your clothing on your clothing racks with Okay, so for this, for that, you're gonna have to use a marketplace service. So let's do this. Local. So you want to do marketplace service. So that's how you're gonna be able to buy and sell stuff. So game get service marketplace service. Okay. Game.players.player added function. Okay, so basically the player, and then you want to find the there's a property that you can check if they own something. So player no, actually you have to do marketplace service user, or yeah, you have to find it in here. So you can check if they own a set. So if you look at the documentation, it returns whether the inventory of a given player contains a set. It says it should not be used for passes, and it cannot check for developer products. So this is the code that you use for like items in the catalog. So basically you check if user, hold on, I lost it. Where is it? Player owns a set. So you want to use this, and then you want to get the player. So player, and then the asset ID. So to find the asset ID, you want to go to the marketplace. And any of these items, like you can do clothing, anything in here. So I can like, oops, bad request. Wait, so does this not exist? Oh, there we go. So you wanna take this ID right up here, and you want to put it right here. So if they own it, we're gonna return. So return, it stops the code from running. So if we return it, then it won't do anything. But if they do not own it, then we're gonna say marketplace service, and then we can prompt purchase. So you can also do prompt purchase, and then you can do the same asset ID, and then you can say true or false. So this will it'll either put it on or it won't. So if you want them to wear it after they purchase, then you want to set this to true. So then they'll automatically put on the the avatar item if you set that to true. Okay, so so yeah, that's pretty much how you would sell items in your game. So this will check if they own it. If they don't own it, then it'll prompt the purchase so that they can buy it. So yeah. And also you can also do if player, and then you can check if they have premium. Hold on. Player equals enum dot. So you would do player equals enum, and then you would find if they have premium. There's a lot of enums in here, so there's creator type. I want to see what creator type is. User or group. Okay. I think it's somewhere in here. So you want to do premium. Oh, it's membership type. That's what it is. So you want to check if they have premium. So if player has premium, then we're going to return. If they don't have premium, then we're going to prompt premium purchase. We're going to do marketplace service, and we're going to prompt premium purchase, and we're going to prompt it to the player. So basically, whenever they join the game, you can make it where it would prompt the purchase, or if you want to make like a GUI, then you would have to make a GUI. So we would do this. Text button. But first we have to make a screen GUI. And then inside of that we have to put in a button. So we can do this, and then we can say we're going to make a basic button. So we can say premium. So then what we would do is we would do game.players.player added connect function player, and we can make this server sided too. So we can do local player GUI equals player.player GUI. Okay, and then we can say we can define a button. So we can say local button equals player GUI, and then we can say wait for child screen GUI, and then we can say dot text button. And what we would do is we would do button dot mouse button one click connect function. You don't need to pass any parameters in here because it automatically detects the player that pressed the button. So then we're going to say if player equals enum.membership-type.premium, then you have to put a double equal sign or it's not going to work. So every time you do an if statement, you have to put 2 equal signs. If you do the squiggly line and equal, that means it doesn't. If it does not equal that, then it's going to do this. So this means not. You could also do this, not. But so that's what that means. And then you could also do you can add an or statement. So if they have this or they have something else, then you can run the function. So what we're going to do is we're going to say print player already has premium. And then we're going to say else. We're going to add an end statement. So if they don't have premium, we're going to say prompt premium purchase player, and then we're going to say print player purchase premium. But we can't say they purchased it because they didn't purchase it. So what we would have to do is we would have to do this. We would have to do marketplace dot prompt premium purchase finished, and then we have to connect. Then we can say player purchased premium. So this is how you checked if it was successful. So if the purchase was successful for premium, then we would say they bought it. You can't do that after this because if they press cancel, so like if we join in the game and if we click this button, it says, looks like the developer is trying to prompt you to purchase Roblox Premium, but you are already a premium member. So this button doesn't work. I don't know why it's saying I already bought it, because if I already have premium, it shouldn't, hold on, let me see if, yeah, there's no property inside of the player that says they have premium because it's an enum. Wait, hold on, let me try this, membership type. Okay, so if you do this, then we can double check. So you have to add dot membership type because this is a property, and then it shouldn't like pop up. So let's click on it. As you can see in the console, it says player already has premium. So because I already have premium, it won't like pop up anything. So let's do this. Let's do a test, and we're gonna do one player, and we're gonna do start. So if we do a local test, then it's not gonna know if we have premium. So then it's gonna pop up. Because most developers, they don't add that that check. So if they don't have that check in the code, then it's gonna like prompt you regardless if you have premium or not. So you have to add that so that it doesn't like always pop up if you already have premium. So as you can see on the leaderboard, it says we don't have premium. So now if we click the button, it's gonna say, would you like to subscribe? And right now it only gives us the basic premium subscription. I wish Roblox would make it so that you can you can prompt them different types of premium. So this one is the 450, but I wish Roblox would make it so you can prompt the 1,000 premium, the 2,200 premium. But right now it's only 450 Robux for this one. So yeah, that's how you do premium purchases. Gotta clean up. So to exit out of this, you want to do a test. Then you want to click on clean up, and then it'll close it out. And then you want to click it again to make sure it's all cleaned up. So whenever this grays out, that means it's cleaned up, and then you're back in the regular studio. So we can also so here's more info on for loops. So we can get everything in the workspace. So if we go through we're gonna do a while true. So what this is gonna do is gonna keep running as long as the player is added to the game. So as long as the player is in the game, it's gonna keep running this script. And we're gonna say for I stands for index and V is for the value. And then there is two different ones. There's I pairs and then there's pairs. So the difference between I pairs and pairs is that so this returns a iterator. So I think they both do the same thing, but I think one of them is faster. Yeah, one of them is much faster than the other one. So we're gonna just use pairs, and we're gonna do game.workspace, and we're gonna say get descendants. So everything that's in workspace, we're gonna print it. So we're gonna print and V because V is the value. And then we're going to say v.name so that it prints the name of each part in the workspace. So then if we join the game, every 1 second is going to keep printing. As you can see, if we look in the console, it's literally printing every single descendant. It's even printing like everything that I'm wearing. See, infinite hunter's wings, like it's printing like all the items on my avatar, but it's also printing like everything in the workspace. Like it even says my right foot, my right ankle attachment. So yeah, it's printing every single thing in the game. So the difference between get descendants and get children is descendants, it will get everything inside of models. So if like say for example spawn location. So it'll say spawn location, but it will also say decal because that's inside a spawn location. And then same thing with base plate, it'll say texture. So but if you do get children, I'm gonna show you guys the difference between these two. So get children, it will only print this. It will not print anything inside. So if we play the game, and if you look at the console, this is all it prints. See? It does not print everything that I'm wearing. It just says my avatar's name, base plate, terrain, spawn location. So yeah, that's all it does. So that's the difference between get children and get descendants. And the for loop, it'll go through every single thing inside a workspace because we reference a workspace. If we do game game.players and we can do get children, then it will print my username. See, as you can see, it's printing my username a bunch of times. But if I do this, if I do get descendants, it will print everything inside. Like it'll print backpack, player scripts, and anything inside a backpack and inside of player scripts, it will print every single thing. So if we join the game, see, it says free cam, player GUI, screen GUI, backpack, like everything. So yeah, if you guys want me to script something specific, let me know in the chat and I'll try to make it for you. So I already explained how to use marketplace service. So basically you can like prompt purchases. So yeah, you wanna get the service. So local marketplace service. And this, you can say anything for, so if you do local, you can literally say MP or you can say marketplace. You can literally type anything if you do a local. But if you type anything in here, then you're gonna have to use that same exact name so that you can reference it later. So if we do get service, but for this, you have to do exact. So it has to be the exact class name. So these are classes. So yeah, the difference between a name and a class is the class is basically like a group. So it's like a group of objects. So for like player, for example, I don't think it has a class name. So if we go into part, the class name of the part is part. So if you were to change this, like test, then basically the class name will stay the same because this is literally a part. So the class name is literally a group of objects. So we can do marketplace service, and then you want to use the same exact name that you typed here, and you can prompt purchase, premium purchase, game pass purchase, and this is for developer products. Yes, I already showed that example. So like you see this button, right? So this is what you would do. you want to get the player GUI, and then you want to do local button equals player GUI. You want to wait for child, and you want to get the so this is going to be the name of the screen GUI. So if you look at this, this is the screen GUI, so you want to put screen GUI. The reason why we're waiting for a child is because if the player joins, it might not be loaded in yet. So we don't want to like reference it right away if screen GUI does not exist. So we're gonna wait until it does exist. So then we're gonna use the dot notation. So there's dot and then there's colon, but you want to use dot every time you go inside of a parent. So we're going to say dot text button, and this is literally the name of your button. But if you have like a frame, so if you have a frame and there's a button inside of the frame, you want to say frame, and then you want to say dot again until you find the button. And then once you do that, you want to say button, and you can do mouse button one click. So this is literally the first button on your mouse, and then there's a mouse button two click. So mouse button one click is the first button, and this is going to be the second button because your mouse has two buttons. But these ones right here is basically when you're holding down the mouse button and you let go of it, then it's gonna open up the GUI. But if you do down, that means if you hold it down, then it's gonna open up the GUI. So we're gonna use a click. So if you click it, and basically mouse leave or mouse enter is when this is for hovering. So if you hover your mouse, so mouse enter is when you are currently hovering over the button, and mouse leave is when you move your mouse off of the button. So it's basically just hovering. Mouse moves is if you move your mouse inside a GUI. So if you put your mouse in the GUI and you move it around, then this is going to fire. It's going to fire that event. This is if you're scrolling. So if you scroll your mouse like this, then that's what that does. But we're going to use button one click, connect function. And now we're going to check if the player has premium. So you want to do player dot membership type equals, and this is going to be an enum, because anything that has like a drop down is pretty much an enum. So let me show you an example. So this part right here, let's click on the part, and we're going to find a drop down. Nope, that's not a drop down, that's a string. Okay, so this is an enum right here. See, it has a drop down menu in the properties, so that's how you know if it's an enum. So anything with an enum value is going to have a drop down menu. So we want to do enum dot membership type, and then this is how you, I don't know why they still have Builders Club on here. It's no longer available. But basically, if you do none, that checks if they don't have a subscription, and this is going to check if they have premium. So if they already have premium, we're going to return. And then we're going to say marketplace prompt premium purchase. Are you paying attention? Make sure like you do prompt premium purchase if you want to and then you want to say player. So if you do this, then it's going to show that player, the player that clicked the button. It's going to show them the premium prompt. But let me clear the console. So I'm going to do. It used to be a trash can, but they changed it to like a broom. So I'm gonna say print player didn't have premium. And then right here we're gonna say print player already has premium. So this up here is going to check if they already have premium. Right here it's going to check if they don't have premium. We're going to ask them to buy it. Okay. So look, I already have premium, as you can see. You see the premium icon. Now if I click on it, see it says I already have premium. But if you don't have premium, then it will prompt the purchase. So look, if I go into test and I do it this way again, and you can also add premium benefits. So if you use that method that I used before, like player.membership type, then you can check if they have premium, then you can do something. So like if they touch a part, you can make like a secret door that they can go through. So yeah, you can add premium benefits to your game by doing that. So if we go into test, like test mode right here, you can see that player 1 does not have premium. So if we click the button, this is when it gives you the premium page. Is this what you were trying to do? Oscar, is this what you meant to do? Like prompt this purchase? Okay, yeah, so that's how you do it. So you check if they don't have premium, then it's gonna prompt this purchase. See, we click the button, it's gonna ask them to subscribe. So that's how you do that. Okay, so this is the code right here. We can literally prompt anything. Now watch this. If the player has premium, we gotta find the part. So local part equals game.workspace, and then we gotta find the part. So workspace.test. Then we're gonna say then we can change the properties. So we can say part we can say part.touch, and then we can connect function, and then we want to say hit, and then we want to find the player. So player equals hit. No, actually we want to do local player equals, but we don't have to do that. We can do we can find the humanoid, so we can do humanoid equals hit dot parent, find first child, and we want to look for the humanoid. So then we're going to say if humanoid, then we're going to say part can collide equals false. So that means they can walk through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the size of this. And you want to make sure you anchor it, because if you don't anchor it, then it's not going to work. So we're going to say if they have premium, we're going to let them walk through it. So since I have premium, I can walk through this wall. Or I should be able to. Oh, I see. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta bring this outside. You gotta bring this outside of the we gotta bring this outside of the button click. So if we put this outside of this, we're gonna say and then we gotta say if player dot membership type equals enum dot membership type dot premium, then we're gonna let them walk through it. So if we join a game, now we should be able to walk through it. As you can see, we can walk through the part. And if we look in the workspace and the Explorer, you can see that this is what we gotta do. We gotta do this now. So we gotta add a weight. And then we gotta make it we gotta change it back to true, so that other people cannot go through. So once we go through the part, we gotta like close it so that other people can't go through. So it's gonna open up for us, and then see, as you can see, there's a little bit of a delay. So yeah, we like touch it and we can go through. But we can also make the guess what? We can make the part prompt the purchase. So if they don't have premium, we want to add an else statement. So you want to come to the bottom of this and you want to add else. So this is going to make it even better. So we're going to say prompt premium purchase player. So if we join in the game, since we already have premium, it's not gonna give us the purchase thing. So that's how you make a premium door. So if we go into tests and we do this, we do a local test. we gotta wait until the client opens. So now we're on the client. We're loading in. As you can see, I don't have premium. So if I was to touch the door, so let's touch it. It should prompt a purchase. Strange. Oh, I see. Okay, so we forgot to add something. We forgot to check if it's touched. So what you want to do is you want to copy this, paste it inside of here, and we want to put this inside of here. I know. Okay. So now if we touch it and they don't have premium, we're going to prompt a purchase. So let's open it back up. So now we'll have like a working button, but then we'll also so we'll have a working button, but we'll also have a working door. So it will tell people to buy premium if they touch the door. So let's touch the door. As you can see, it's going to prompt us. Now, if we keep touching the door, it's not going to keep prompting us. Because, yeah. So we just touch it, and it's going to say buy premium. But if you already have premium, you can go right through the door, but if you don't, it's going to tell you to buy premium. Now, we also have a button too. Is there a way to make UI smaller? What do you mean by that? No, you can't edit the premium. You can't change this UI. That's a Roblox UI, and you can't change that. Yeah, because this is in the core GUIs. So as you can see, we have the premium upsell thing. So this is the we can try to change it, but hold on. Yeah, it like cuts it off. Yeah, so and you also can't change it that much because it's in the core GUI, so it's not gonna save if you edit it. I know it's big. That's because we're in Studio. But if you were to so let me publish. I gotta clean up. So if I publish the game, and if I go to my profile, I gotta find the test game. Where is it? The test game is somewhere. Here it is. But since I already have premium, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to join on my alt account because my alt account does not have premium. So if I was to touch the door, it'll let me through. Um, I can't trigger the prompt because I don't have premium. But let me join on an alt account. I'm gonna hide my screen for now and gonna log in. Okay. I'm now logged in on my alt account. Okay, so now if I join in a test game, I don't have premium. So if you look, it's not that big. See, it just takes up the middle of the screen. So if I touch this, as you can see, it's gonna prompt us to purchase premium. Same thing with this. So yeah. I gotta log back into my other account. Yeah, it's just because we were in studio. So that's why it did that. Okay. Okay, I'm back in my main account. Okay. So let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to script and I'll try to make it. It's okay, it's okay. I don't care if you flood the live chat because I think I have slow mode, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think hold on, let me check because I think slow mode is on. How do I stream settings? Yeah, I can't edit the chat. Hold on. Edit customization. Oh, yeah, I have slow mode off. I'll put it on like 10 seconds. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. So if you spam then the slow mode, it will slow it down. Okay. Um, so what else do you guys want me to script? Because I can show you guys anything you guys want me to script for you. So we did premium, we did for loops, we did in the other video we explained like properties and stuff like that. So yeah. Make a what do you want me to make? Clicking game, like every click it counts until like 20 clicks. Um yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm not sure how you make a clicking game, but um let me do this. Hold on. Let's so to make so I'm gonna show you guys how to make a leaderboard, okay? So we want to do stats equals no, actually we can do leaderboard. So we want to make a folder. So local leaderboard equals instance dot new. We're gonna say folder, and then you want to do leaderboard dot parent equals player. So now what we can do is we can make our values. So if we do like clicks, so let's say clicks, okay, and we want to say instance.new because we want to add a value, so we're going to say int value, or you could do number value, anyone works. And now we can change the properties. So you want to change the properties first, so we can say clicks.value equals 0. And we can change the name too. And we can also change this too. We can change the name of this. So, but we're not gonna do that because we're gonna test this first. So, name equals clicks, and now we want to do clicks dot parent equals leaderboard. So we want to parent to the leaderboard. So if we join in the game, we should have a leaderboard. I don't know what happened. If I go in here, wait. Oh, you see what it did? It did this. So we want to, I think what we got to do instead of doing folder, uh, hold on, I gotta check the dev forum. I forgot how to do it. Leaderboard. How to make leader stats. Hold on. No, I can do it. I just it added a folder. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, so what we didn't do is so we have to call this stats. So this has to be called stats or it doesn't work. So now we can do folder. Okay. Stats.parent. And what we're going to do is we're going to say stats.name equals leaderboard. And then we can do, we can parent this to the stats. So now if we join in the game, should work. I don't know why it's not working. Probably because it has, so this, instead of a folder, I think this now has to be an int value. So you have to make this an int value now. And it should work. What? Why is it not doing anything? Okay, so they called it a folder. So let me try to do this. No, you don't need a UI for this. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna say and we gotta parent this to the player. And what we gotta do now is we gotta say local clicks equals instance.new value. We can say leaderboard. And we want to set the name to clicks. And we want to say clicks.value equals 0. So yeah, that's how they did it. Okay. So if we join in the game, we should have our stats. I don't know why it's not working, but we'll figure it out. It's supposed to work like that. I just don't know why it's not working. Maybe it's behind it. No, I don't think it is. Hold on. let's check this. Okay. How to make a leader board. So this is a global leaderboard. We don't need a global leaderboard. Um, wait, actually we might actually need this. Hold on. Because there's two different types of global leaderboards. So there's one where like you would have like a surface GUI, and then there's one where you won't. So let's look. We gotta go all the way to the beginning. Oh, they have the one in the game. So we're not trying to do that. Let me ask ChatGPT because we now have ChatGPT. Oh, my bot died for some reason. It's not funny. That's not funny. Oh, it's because Roblox went down when trying to get a group. Okay, so we're gonna restart the bot. So now if we go in here, we can say /ChatGPT how to make a leader board in Roblox. So if we send it a message, it's gonna start typing, and boom. Hey, no spamming. I'm gonna say, can you code a leader stats for clicks and for Roblox? With clicks value. It's gonna give us a code. There we go. Okay, so I was right. It is a folder. I don't know why it's not working. I literally did that. So player added, we have a folder. So watch. Local leader. I don't need no UI. Folder. And then we're gonna say local. Let me see what ChatGPT said. Name. Okay, so we need to say leaderboard dot name equals leader stats. So it has to be called leader stats, I believe. I think. Let's try this again. Parent equals player. You don't need no. The billboard GUI is if you were doing like a global leaderboard, then you would need the billboard. Okay, so we gotta do int value. Then we gotta do clicks.name equals clicks. And we want to say clicks.parent equals leaderboard. And then clicks.value equals 0. So now if we join in the game, there we go. Now it's working. We got it to work. Let me see if we can change this. We got it to work. So now we have clicks. So I think what we gotta do, now, so this is where you're gonna have to use remote events. So I'll teach you guys how to use remote events. So we're gonna add a click event, click, and then inside of starter player scripts, we're gonna add a local script. Because you only can use we're gonna teach you guys user input service. So user, or you can do input service equals game get service user input service. And basically we gotta also get a remote event. So I'm gonna say replicated storage equals, so replicate storage equals game get service replicate storage. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna say input service dot we're gonna find if we can check if they click. So let's try this, and we gotta check if they click the mouse. is mouse button pressed. Oh, is that checks if they are holding it down. So I'm gonna look at the documentation for this. So we gotta figure out like if they click on the mouse button. So mouse button pressed. So I want to check if they click it. One second, guys. Sorry about the delay. Okay. So I guess it only can check if you like press something. So let me do this. Input began. Connect function. If input dot so we're gonna check the mouse. Hold on, so let me try this. Let me try doing pressed. And we're gonna see if that works. Is mouse button pressed. And then we're gonna do enum dot user input type dot mouse button 1. So we're gonna check if that, then we're gonna increase. So we're gonna say local remote equals replicate storage, find first child, and then we're going to say click. Alright, so we're going to say remote fire server, and we're just going to fire a server. Okay, so you don't need to pass any parameters. So then what we're going to do here is we're going to do local replicate storage equals game get service local remote equals replicate storage, find first child, click. So then what you want to do is you want to listen to the remote. So we're going to say remote dot on server event connect function, and we're going to say player. And what we're going to do is we're going to say player dot, we're going to say player find first child leader stats, and then we're going to say dot clicks, and then we're going to say it's going to equal this value. So clicks dot value, make sure you add value here. And then we're going to add 1. So for each click, we're going to add a value. So if we join in a game, it should, hold on, let me print something. So that way you can check if it's firing, okay? So if I click, the remote is not firing. So now we gotta check oh, we gotta say equals true. So we gotta check if it equals true. Maybe if we hold it down. Huh. Yeah, I never used this before, so I don't know like how this is supposed to work. Let me add a print statement on the local script and see. So this is how we're gonna debug it. So now you know that it's this part that's not working. So this user input type. Wait, so let me try this. Input began. I'm gonna look at the documentation for this. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna say user input or we're going to say input service, and then we're going to say dot input began connect function, and what you got to pass in here is the input and then game process. But we don't have to use this because, yeah, that's to check if it works. So now we're going to say if input dot user input type equals enum, and then we want to say user input type dot mouse button 1, then we're going to fire server. Okay, so now it should work. So every time we click, we should get a click. So if we hold it down, it's not going to do anything. It's going to do it for each click. So that's how you can make a clicking simulator. So yeah. But if you're holding down the mouse, it's not going to do anything. So yeah, you can make a clicking simulator. As you can see, our clicks are going up. So yeah, you want to use input began. That is how you're gonna that's how you're gonna do it. I think there's other options too. So if we do hold on, I think I gotta check if there's a hold thing. Let's see. Nope, so there's no hold. Let me see. So yeah, I don't know if you can make it so that if you hold it, then oh, okay. So if we want to make it where if they hold it, so what you want to do is you want to say while true. So you want to say while true, do and then you want to add a wait so that it doesn't like crash the game. So now if we hold it, we hold our button. So watch, if we hold down our mouse button, as you can see, it's going up. So I hold down the mouse button and it's going to keep going. But oh, it's still going. Okay, so now we gotta fix that. So uh, so what we got to do is we got to do let's try doing task.wait and make it go faster. So if we do this loop, it should work perfectly. So now if we join in the game, okay, so if we hold down our mouse, oh, um, yeah, so it's gonna make it hard for us to like do a hold, so we're not gonna do that. So we're just gonna make it click. So this is how you do clicking. See? Each click is gonna give us a click. Is there anything else you want me to script? No, so to make the data save, what you would have to do is make a data store. So we would have to do data store, and we're gonna say game get service data store service, and we have to do local data store equals data store get data store, and then you can call this anything you want. So we're gonna say clicks, and what we're gonna do is when a player's added, we're gonna say data store we're gonna get a sync, and our key is going to be a player.user ID. So we're going to set the key to the player.user ID, and that's all we have to do for that. And then when the player leaves the game, you want to do player.removing, and this is what we're going to do. So we're going to say data store dot set a sync, and we're going to say player.user ID, and the value is going to be player find first child leader stats, and we're going to say dot clicks dot value. So now if we leave the game, it should save our clicks. Oh, it says it's not allowed. We don't have access. So what we have to do is go into your game settings. You want to go into security. You want to turn this on. So if this is not on, it won't work. So now we got to save. And now we got to click play. Hold on. So data store, you gotta make sure you have all the settings turned on. So now let's try to publish it, and then if we publish it, it might work. As you can see, we don't get the error anymore. So if we click and if we leave the game and we rejoin, should be, hold on. So this is what we gotta do. Um, Data store. So we're getting the data store, it's just not working yet. So I'm gonna look at the documentation. Data store service. We're gonna say get data store, get async. Okay. All right. So we gotta update their I'm just reading the documentation real quick. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. But you would have to use a data store for that. Okay, so I'm gonna print the data store so that we can get the information from that data store. So we're going to print this. Zero. So hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Okay, so what we gotta do when we're getting the data, we have to do local data, and then you want to do local success, and then you want to do a p-call function. Oops. And then do that. Then you want to say data equals data store, so ds, and get a sync player.userid. Okay, so once we do that, we're going to say if success and data, then we're going to set their value. So clicks.value equals data, and you want to do that. So once we do that, we're going to do that, and let's see, else print player has no data, and for saving, that's all we have to do for saving. Okay, so now if we join in the game, says okay, so we're going to do this and see if that works. If that works, then we should be good. Alright, so now if we click and then we leave, see, we have 8, right? Now we're going to leave. We're going to rejoin, and we should have 8. Oh, and then it save it. So we're going to do a little bit of debugging. So we're going to print data. Oh, so I think the issue is the saving. So when we're saving it, it's not like saving it correctly. So we're going to save it to the player. Oh, so what we have to do is we have to make a table. So you want to make a table. And we're going to call it save data. And we're going to say player. Well, first we have to do this. No, we can't. We're not going to do. We're not going to do a table. Never mind. So what we need to do is we need to do a local success pcall function, and what you want to do now is you want to do an end. And so now we're going to set a sync. And once we do that, we're going to say if success, then we're going to print data has been saved. This is how we're going to know if we saved the data. So then we got to do else print hasn't been saved, and then we're going to warn with an error. Okay, so now if the player is removing, we should be able to save their data. It says data has been saved, so we should have saved their data. See? Now if we load in the game, we have 10 clicks. So now if we go up, so I'm telling you I'm going to delete this after. Maybe. I don't know. So when you do this, like you have, so for data stores you have to use pcall or it's not going to work. So you have to put in a pcall function. Okay? So basically you want to turn this into data, and that's how you save it. So for every value you want to, like, you can make a table if you want. If not, then you don't have to. But yeah, so if you want to do the table, you have to do it in the removing. So we have to do local data save equals, and then you want to do this. So this is the table, okay? So if we want to save clicks, we're going to have to do this. And you want to do, so if we're doing this, so the first value is going to be that. Then you want to do this. and when you're saving, you want to do data save. Okay, so now if you want to add more stuff, we're going to save the entire leaderboard. So we're going to say equals instance not new, and we're going to call it a string value. So we can add a string value to the thing equals player. And then we can say, oops, gotta change this. I hate how Roblox did this where like I have this thing and it deletes. I gotta change this too, because if I don't do that, then it's gonna mess it up. So string value, and then you want to do player dot name equals player, and then you want to do player dot parent equals leaderboard, and then you want to do player dot value equals player dot name. Okay, so if we do this, we can do player find first child, and we want to do that. So now we're saving the data, and then you want to do this one, oops, and then you want to do player value equals data, and then you want to do 2. So that's how you do that. So if we were to play the game, as you can see, excellent number. So let me look. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, so maybe if I leave the game, it's going to save new data. So if I join back, shouldn't have that issue. But yeah, so that's pretty much how you do tables. Is there anything else you guys want me to code? Because I did the data store. So let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to show you how to do. But yeah, that's how you do data stores. Oops, I don't know why I'm putting that back on there. So yeah, that's how you make a clicking thing. So to go over what we did, so we used the user input service in a local script because this only fires in a local script. Because if you look, hold on, user input service. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the documentation. So if you look at this, it says it allows you to detect and capture different types of input on your device, but it only works in local scripts. So yeah, says it's only client side, so it will only work in a local script or a module script. And since it's only client side, the game users in the game can only detect their own input. So you only can use this in a local script, but like we did in like for our I don't know like if you guys saw, but hold on, let me find it. I gotta find it. Right. Okay, so if you look at this, you can see that it shows what device we're on. So if you see like right here where it has the PC icon, what we did with that, we used remote events like this so that we can show everyone what their input is. So we can show everyone in the game that they're on PC or mobile. You did not help me with that. You did the icons. You did the icons, but you did not you didn't script it. Okay? So yeah, basically what I did was I did input. I did if input service dot mouse enabled. Then what I did was I did a remote fire server, and right here I passed in PC. So this parameter that says PC is gonna in the server script I'm gonna check. So if I do remote dot on server event connect function player, and then you wanna get the other parameter. So we're gonna say PC. No, we're not gonna say PC. So this can be anything. So we're gonna say device. Okay, so that can be anything. So we're gonna say if device equals PC, then that's when we change the icon to show the PC. So that's how I did it. Okay, and then I also did I did a else if input service dot touch enabled, then we're gonna say remote fire server, and we're gonna say mobile. So that way you can tell if they're on mobile, and you can also do it with VR, you can do it with console. So for console is gamepad enabled. And then for already did console. For VR, it's VR enabled. So you want to do this, VR enabled, and that checks if they're on VR. Okay. Oh, they can, so in here it gives you an example of how they track the person's head. So yeah. I never made a VR game, so I'm gonna look at the documentation for this. Okay, so we're gonna look at this. And basically they can track their head, see? User C frame dot head, and then you can see if their head is moving. So yeah, that's what that does. But we're gonna delete this. I'm gonna also delete this. But yeah, that's how I was able to do that, because user input service is client side. So if you want to make it server side, you're gonna have to use remote events, because you can make a module script, but it says the module scripts that use user input service, they only can be required by a local script. So yeah. Okay, and I think that's all for today. Unless you guys want me to script anything else. But we're gonna play some games real quick, because we're not gonna make this I'm gonna rename this. Alright. So we're gonna save this, and then okay. What should we play? What should we play? We're gonna only do one game for now. I wanna see if this is actually Minecraft. Guys, we're gonna play Minecraft on Roblox. I wanna see if this is an actual thing. Whoa, this thing is cool. They really made Minecraft. Single player. Whoa, they even have the loading screen. Oh my god. And you can hear the grass too. And look, I can switch my HUD. And look, that is so cool. We have Minecraft and Roblox. Okay, can we build? Oh, and it has my voice chat saying. I don't even think the real Minecraft has voice chat. Can we take fall damage? Hold on. Yeah, we take fall damage. Yeah, we can take fall damage. Okay. What if we go in the water? Oh, we actually have bubbles. And they actually have the popping thing. They have the popping effect. This is so cool. The pig is not making noise. Oh, we got a pork chop. We can't eat it though. I feel like in the real Minecraft, you should be able to eat raw pork chops. We got some leather. Alright. Can we go in third person? Where's the settings for this? There's no Minecraft settings. I can't open my inventory. How do I open my inventory? Yeah, but this is literally Minecraft, but you don't have like an inventory, you can't craft. So they should add that. They didn't add everything in Minecraft to this game. So yeah. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.